again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing Jones. And able to find Green. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jones pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. The gun, Jones, and Tate's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
New York.
On first down, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man completes it to Butler. 7 yards the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
David Mayo.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 9. First throw now for the backup Allen. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's got daylight, the 30. Touchdown, Allen. Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Chargers.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Tate to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Jones. A deep ball for Gurley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
He's free going down the left side. It's a full race. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Tate to return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jones.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Herbert. His throw caught at the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 24. Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Return there, give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is Butler making the catch. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Pulled by Julian Lowe. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Todd Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air it out. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones looking for his running back, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out? to start the third quarter.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Gostkowski now out to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, Butler complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And there's another completion.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try to make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Herbert. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So good kick there with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Nifty move. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned.
They've got his man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this is caught. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The second down play, not much better than the first, just to get, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Elijah Penny, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to work. It's a big one there for the Chargers. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Actually lining up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Tate to return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They find some open field here. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Tries whatever's going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here is Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always saw...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Desmond King picks it. And he's into the end zone. The Chargers touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chargers 55, Giants 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It's Eckler again. Able to get away.
That's right.
Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
And
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 2nd down, Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.